everybody, welcome back to Life Full of Zest. Today we are going to be doing another Pilates class with the Stability Ball. One of our patrons and subscribers has requested that we do more of a basic fundamental session with the ball. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I hope you're ready and excited. We're going to be starting in the center of the mats. For now, we're going to put the ball to the side. We're just going to warm up and then get into that Pilates ball sequence. Let's start with our legs extended out in front of us. And we are slowly going to draw those knees into the ground and lengthen that spine, drawing those gaps down that back. Let's inhale. And on that exhale, lift arms up in front of you. And you're going to slowly roll head, then neck and chest down towards your knees, allowing yourself to reach into that rounded C curve, allowing those ankles to stay flexed while we let that back just stretch out. Inhale, exhale, slowly back up. You want to allow that body to stretch out. Inhale, exhale, down and reach, pushing those knees into the ground and flexing those ankles. Reaching, 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 and slowly back up. Extending and stacking that vertebra. Inhale and exhale, slowly going down, one vertebra at a time. And we're just going to hold for an inhale. Exhale, reach a little bit further. Inhale, exhale, reach a little bit further. And slowly coming back up. We're going to bring our toes towards each other, pointing them in the opposite direction. And we're going to do that same thing, rolling head, neck and chest all the way down, allowing that stretch to come down that front part of your legs. And slowly back up. Inhale, exhale, reach all the way down. And slowly back up. And last one, inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling head, neck and chest down, reaching and inhale, exhale, reach and reach, inhale, exhale, slowly rolling yourself back up. We're going to bring our arms into a T position. We're going to bring our feet back away from each other in line with those shoulders. We're going to inhale and on that exhale, just rotate those shoulders towards the left hand side and inhale back to center. And same thing, I want those palms facing the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, rotate 2 pulses. Inhale, center, exhale, rotate 2 pulses. Back to center. And one more on each side. And back to center. We're slowly going to bring our feet in contact with one another. Bringing arms in front of us, we're slowly going to roll yourself down into a lying position. One vertebra at a time, sucking in belly to spine, all the way down. Making sure you're in the center of the mat, bringing arms overhead. Keeping those toes pointed, we're going to lengthen that spine, allow the body to stretch. And lifting arms in, head, neck and chest all the way up, keeping those toes pointing. Lifting, stacking that vertebra. And we're going to do 3 of these all the way down. And extend. Again, if you struggle to do this one, you just need to bend your knees and just help yourself up all the way into that seated position. Extend those legs when you're up. Pointing those toes and controlling yourself back down. We're going to stay down here, bringing arms into that rugby post position. We're going to lift our legs up into tabletop. Inhale. And on that exhale, lift right leg up, then left leg up. And we're slowly going to do a few single leg toe taps before we move on. Inhale, exhale, get that activation and toe tap, right leg down. Inhale, back up. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're going to do 8 single leg Going straight into 8 double leg. And last one. And 7. Get that activation. And 8. From here, we're going to go into double leg toe taps. Inhale. Exhale, double leg toe tap. And 1. And 2. And 3. We're just doing 8. Keeping that 90 degrees in those hips. 4. And 5. And 6, 7, and 8. From here, we're going to extend, drop both legs and extend them onto the floor. And we're going to lift right leg with left arm up towards each other while we lift the shoulders off the ground, keeping those toes pointed towards the nose and keeping that knee straight. And slowly towards the other side, allowing that stretch all the way down the back of your leg and allowing that activation into that core. And let's do 2 more on each side, and that's 1, keeping that extended knee. And last one, all the way up, challenge yourself. And slowly last one, all the way down, bringing arms to your sides, bending those knees, getting into that supine position. You're going to inhale, and on that exhale, we're tilting that pelvis up towards the ceiling, squeezing those glutes. Remember to keep those knees next to each other, keeping that core tight, articulating through that spine, and inhale, and exhale, rolling down. We're just going to do 3 of these, and then we're going to do single leg holds, and exhale up. Pushing the shoulders into the ground. And slowly back down. Last one. We're lifting and staying all the way up, up, up. Squeezing those glutes and extending that left leg, aligning those knees to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly inhale, exhale. We're doing 5 toe taps, and 1, and 2. Making sure those hips are aligned. 3, and 4, and 5. Dropping that leg down, lifting that other one, extending and aligning those knees for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bending leg back to tabletop. Inhale, exhale, toe tap, and 1, and 2. Keep going. 3, and 4, and 5. Dropping that leg, lifting those hips to slowly roll yourself back down. We're going to turn over onto our tummies, just so we can get used to that plank position, which we're going to be doing on the stability ball. We are going to get into all fours, and then I want you to just move your knees outside of your alignment of your hips. You're going to interlace those ankles, and you are leaning into an extended plank position with those knees in, and you're slowly going to just hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly transferring into those chest touches, and that's 2. Stabilizing as you move from side to side. And we're doing 8 of these, 1 more on each side, sucking belly to spine, and straight into 5 push-ups. Inhale, exhale, lower yourself down, and all the way back up. That's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And on the 4th one, the last one, we're going to go back down and hold into that plank, tucking in that pubic bone towards your chin and just holding, allowing yourself to push yourself away from the wall, not slumping into the shoulders, and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, and slowly leaning yourself back into rest position, pushing those shoulders into the ground. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope your stability ball is nearby. We are going to bring it into the sequence now. I hope you're feeling warm. We've completed that warm up so we can get straight into our Pilates ball sequence. We're going to start with the ball comfortably under our feet. I want you resting your head on the floor, and I want that ball quite close to you so you can see that angle on my knees. It's not a 90 degree, it's just actually smaller than that. And you're going to inhale, and on that exhale, slowly lift your hips up towards the ceiling, squeezing those glutes, and you're just going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming back down. We're going to do 2 more sets of 10 seconds before we progress. Just getting that nice activation, getting used to that stability. Inhale, exhale, lifting up and holding for 10, squeezing those glutes, stabilizing with those hamstrings, pushing shoulders into the ground. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly back down. Inhale, exhale, slowly lifting yourself back up and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming back down to hold. Just inhaling and exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to lift back up, and when we're in the air, you're slowly going to lower those legs down and up, but not by far, not by much. It's just going to be a short distance. So let's inhale, and on that exhale, slowly lifting those hips towards the ceiling, squeezing those glutes. And it's just a light little extension to just be on 90 degrees of those legs and slowly back. And we're just going to do 6 of these. That's 2 and 3 and 4. Keeping that stability and control. And 5 and 6. And slowly coming back down. We're going to put the ball to the side. We're going to do 1 more of those. But we're going to just stretch out those hamstrings, so placing your hand comfortably behind the back of your right knee, extending and lifting it up, allowing that hamstring stretch, and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly changing over, lifting that leg and extending and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly back down. Let's do that set 1 more time. Remember, if you are feeling strong enough, you can extend further, but we're just building, so we don't want to injure yourself. If you are struggling, just keep going just to that extended, about 10 centimeters away from that initial point. Let's inhale, exhale, lift yourself up, squeezing those glutes. Inhale, exhale, extend those legs slightly, but you can see they're still flexed. That's 1 and 2 and 3, squeezing glutes, feeling that activation, and 4. We're going to hold for 10 seconds after this, and 5 and 6, and up and hold, squeezing and holding for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming back down. We're going to bring that ball into our tummies, and so this is also just another basic core activation set, but I want you to really be aware of the positioning of your pelvis and that lower back. If you are not activating correctly, you might hyperextend that lower back, which causes pain. So just make sure you are drawing that back down towards the floor, activating that core. And I want you to place the ball just on your ribs and over onto that belly button. And you're slowly going to lift the right leg up into tabletop, then left leg into tabletop. And you are going to extend arms overhead. And I want you to imagine that you are trying to squash the ball with your arms and legs towards each other. Please emphasize that flat back, pushing your back into the ground so that you don't compromise that lower back. And we are pushing in and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly coming down, placing the ball on the side. Arms in a T position. And we're just going to rock those knees from side to side. Just for some recovery before we do that. One more time. Let's lift that ball back onto our tummies. We're going to do another 2 more sets of 10 seconds. Let's inhale. And on that exhale, lift those legs up into tabletop, pushing those limbs towards each other for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly down. Let's inhale. Exhale, lift those legs up into tabletop, pushing those limbs towards each other for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly down. We're going to place the ball in our hands. We're going to lift both legs up into tabletop position. Extending the ball up towards the ceiling. I want you to try and apply pressure using your arms to push those hands towards each other. So I want you to feel that activation in your arms. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, we're going to double leg toe tap while the ball goes overhead and lifting up into a crunch, but maintaining that pressure of that ball while we're lifting and lowering with our hands. So let's keep going. We're going to do 3 more of these. That's 1 and 2 and 3, and slowly bringing that ball back onto our tummies. Feet are on the floor. We're going to inhale and lift those legs back up. We're going to do another 10-second hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly dropping those legs down, placing the ball to the side. We are going to do some mobility before we carry on with that last sequence. Just placing feet slightly larger than shoulder width apart and just dropping those knees from side to side. Let's lift those legs back up into that tabletop position. We're going to take the ball, bringing the ball overhead. Inhale, exhale, double leg toe tap while arms go overhead into that crunch. That's 1 and 2. Exhale down, inhale up, 3. Let's do 3 more. And 1. Making sure you're not hyperextending that lower back. 2 and 3. And slowly dropping that ball down, hugging those knees to chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing arms overhead, extending those legs. Inhale, and on that exhale, rolling yourself up all the way into a seated position. Let's turn over, and we are going to place the ball in front of us. And I want us to, even though we're not using our hands, I want us to get ourselves into an all-fours position. So elbows comfortably under those shoulders, knees comfortably under hips. And we're just going to get used to that stability in this all-fours position. So let's hold for 10, sucking and drawing belly to spine, sucking in that pelvic floor. Let's go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure those shoulders aren't by your ears. Let's slowly transfer our weight onto our left leg, lifting and extending that right leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down, lifting that other leg and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down, keeping in that all fours position. We're going to slowly extend our shoulders, bringing elbows away from us and pulling back in. You can either leave your legs down on the floor or interlace them. Let's roll out and in for 6 counts, staying in that all fours position, just getting used to that stability. We've got 2 more. And now I want you to bring those knees slightly outside that all fours positioning into an extended plank position, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly pulling the ball to the side and leaning into rest position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly back up. We're going to do that one more time. So in that all fours position, if you are feeling strong enough and you're wanting a little more of a challenge, you can bring your knees just outside that all fours positioning. And let's start with our little shoulder extensions, pulling elbows away to slowly roll back in. That's 1 and 2, core nice and tight, keeping that posture. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and just holding, bringing those knees outside of your normal all fours positioning and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly resting in that rest position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get back up for one last time. Let's try and challenge ourselves if you can, bringing those knees just outside those all fours position into a plank positioning, and you're slowly going to imagine there are pins on your elbows and you're drawing little circles on the floor by rotating this ball towards the left hand side for 6 counts. If you do struggle in this position, go back to the all fours and then slowly turn over to the other side. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and just holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's place that ball to the side and leaning into rest position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and leaning forward, opening that chest, allowing those abdominals to stretch out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly turning over onto your backs. Let's bring our feet slightly larger than shoulder width apart, arms in a PT position, and we're just going to drop those knees towards the left and hold. Allow that stretch. Tuck in that pubic bone, push that knee towards the floor to get a stretch down that front of that quad and into the side of your body. And turning over to the other side to do the same thing. And let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly bringing yourself back to supine position. Well done everyone, thank you for doing that session with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Those are perfect foundation-based fundamental movements that you can do to build a solid foundation and strength towards a good Pilates habit using a stability ball. If you are wanting something more structured, we have just created a new Pilates course that teaches you the various types of movements from a fundamental level all the way through to intermediate, with a few advanced movements as well as some bonus videos. So if that's something that you think you might be interested in, go ahead over to the link in the description below and take a look. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Have a lovely day, everybody.